So I'm making this quick video about the Oliver Cabo, which is a property that the Coveted Group owns. It's just one of our assets, and we are liquidating that asset for various reasons. We're building on the East Cape, and we're really going at it over there. And this property is in Cabo San Lucas, but it's an amazing property. And I just wanted to share with you a phone call I had with Blake Harrington. Well, it wasn't a phone call. We were on WhatsApp and we were just exchanging voice messages. It made us realize that we could be marketing this property differently. You know, if you go to our page, you can scroll through this stuff, and then this video right here I'm going to post on that page just to give you guys a different opinion. There's other features there too on the property, but just so you know, we it was originally listed over $1 million. I recently lowered the price down to like $995 or something. Not really going to go below that. The property is worth more than that, and I have more into it. And but it's got incredible potential. You know, if we don't offload it soon, we'll probably just finish it ourselves and then just keep it. But it's a great property for an investment-minded person, or just some baller that wants like to have this crazy compound property in downtown Cabo San Lucas. That's cool too. It's less than a mile to the beach, and it's less than a mile to like Outpost Cabo, which is the restaurant we're affiliated, or just downtown. Like it's right basically by downtown, but it's perched up on the hills that go to Pedregal, so it's up high and it's got this great view. But anyway, I just wanted to share this convo because I just think it's really an interesting kind of back and forth between Blake and I, and just hear it out. And if you're into real estate, you'll just love it anyway. Whether this property's for you or not doesn't matter, but I think it's just good real estate info. So here it is.
So I saw this. Yeah, I've seen the Oliver. The reality is we have to analyze why it hasn't sold. I'm shocked it hasn't sold. You have an ROI that we have to publicize more. I think this is not an emotion. This is one of those few properties that's not an emotional purchase. Everything in Cabo is emotional, right? You don't need the villa in Carencia for $5 million. You can rent it every time you come down. But it's an emotional thing. You love it. You've got the disposable income to afford it. So you buy it. And of course, there's hopefully an upside with some equity in the next 5 to 10 years, which there's no guarantee. And in Cabo, with the amount of time you and I have been here, we know that only in the last few years have we seen people actually create some equity in their property. So back to the Oliver. The Oliver is not one of those. Now, I think for the right investor and the right buyer, they can see an upside and see where they can make improvements to whether it's marketing or wherever. You're so good at all that stuff. I think you're probably maximizing everything, but we don't necessarily want them to know that. I'm really surprised it hasn't sold. I think the price is good. I think it was priced higher originally, if I remember correctly. But I see it's at $995 now. I'm not sure that bringing the price down in the 800s changes anything. You're right, it does take the right buyer. Just somebody who wants to park some money. That's what it's going to be. And also they can use it and stay there too. So what we have to be aware of is the two different markets that we have. And I'm just completely going off the cuff here. I know where the Oliver is. I think it's a great part of town now for the future. I think downtown Cabo will continue to improve and expand north and up into the blocks, the streets, which are freaking really cool, actually. I'd live there. But here we are, I'm in San Jose right now tonight. We're probably thinking more like San Jose. I think we need to switch the narrative a little bit to who is buying in Cabo, what is the person that buys in Cabo. In my opinion, usually it's the first purchase is in Cabo, and then as the time goes on, it's probably leaning down towards San Jose. Now, Mexican buyers are going to buy in San Jose. They're not going to touch Cabo San Lucas. So your buyer's not going to be Mexican. I'm 90% sure. Maybe there's 10% where I'm wrong, which I've been known to be wrong. I want to do some digging. I don't think it's price related. It's finding somebody who's got $1 million who wants to see 5% returns, right? Or whatever the number is. That's the big push. And then we have to push it to people in San Diego. I've got a whole bunch of people in San Diego that love Cabo. They visit here, always looking for a nice little investment. As long as it pencils and it's consistent, it's a great place to do business down here. You know that. That's why we're all here, right? So there's clients of ours that you and mine that don't have the know-how, don't have the intel that you and I have about doing business down here. So it might scare them off something like this. Looks like a really simple operation though. So let me dig into it a little more and give you some more commentary so we can really just kind of get down to the bottom of why hasn't it sold? And it will sell. It's not. I would tell you if it was priced at 1.5, I'd say it's not going to happen. There's too much competition out there for 1.5. One of the hotels, I think it was the Agave or the Azul, I had the listing years ago for 1.8, I think, and it recently sold for 1.5. And I think it had 12 rooms, but it was a full-blown motel hotel. And it might have sold for 1.1. I'll check. But let's do a little digging.
So after that message that Blake left here, then I left him this message right here.
An ROI, like in terms of how much they would make annually if they finished. Like if somebody came in and bought it, finished it. There's two ways to go about it, right? Someone could come in, finish it, and then sell it, like open it and kind of sell it as like a boutique hotel, or finish it and sell it just as like a compound, like a crazy, Cabo compound. The other thing is that I didn't really think about it until right now. Listening to your message, it's like, why wouldn't I just do like an investment pitch showing them what they would make if they finish it our way? One of my guys on my team said like it would make like something like $700,000 a year. It depends on who does it. Like, and also they can hire us. Like we can go in and finish it. The thing is, what's crazy is I have over $1 million in that property of just cash. So, and I just want to liquidate it. The reason why is I'm spreading myself out too thin. I have all these projects on the East Cape. And so what I'll do is I'll put together some numbers, like realistic numbers, like very conservative numbers, because, people always like to inflate these things. I don't like to do that. I like to like lower them, right? Lower the expectations, because anybody smart's going to look at that and be like, okay, the person who put these numbers together, they're thinking really conservatively, which is a really good way to look at it. But I think I could do better. Like that, you want the person who's buying the property to understand, like, hey, there's potential to do even more. And conservatively speaking, this could already do pretty well, right? So, yeah. So those are my thoughts. All your feedback's really important, and what I'm going to do is I'll put together a spreadsheet and I'll share it with you. So I'm going to get sleep because like I told you, I came in and did that hard push for 2 weeks. I literally slept like 2 nights. That's how tired I am right now. I slept 2 hours, like every night for like 14 nights, except one night I slept 10 hours, which was amazing. And another night I slept only 1. So I'm just like, my body, like in last night I slept only 2. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to like go to bed. I'm gonna try to get like 10 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep tonight. And then in the morning, I'm just going to go at it, just like get caught up. But so in the morning, I'll do that. And then we'll also jump on the call tomorrow, talk about that other thing.
So after my long reply, Blake sent me this reply. And then this is what fueled like kind of the next step, which I thought was really, really important.
Yeah, if you throw like an investor package together, like a 1-pager, dude, super simple. Show gross projections, conservative, and then we completely change the marketing approach and say, all right, this is, well, first of all, listen, there's also, again, I'm spitballing here. It's also not a bad residence. Like somebody could probably come in and say, we're in town. We've got a badass place, and then Airbnb the shit out of it when we're not there. But I'm going on a tangent there. But switch the marketing over to just simply black and white, no emotions. throw your money in there, $990,000, $950, whatever you would accept. You're going to make this on an annual basis. You can see how that works. I think you'd probably get some eyes on that.
So after that call with Blake, just like, wow, yeah, like why wouldn't we do that? So look, we have all the history, we have the rental history. That it's a semi-developed property. Like it's partially done. We stopped construction during COVID. Then we moved all our construction up to the East Cape. And then one of my assistants in Cabo decided just to operate 2 rooms that are already there. And so we operated them, and he started operating them in 2023. And, we barely tried. And that one room generated 30 grand. Well, in 2024, without, again, really doing no work, no advertising, it's only August right now. So we still have half a year left, whatever. It's already at 37K. The crazy thing is we have 5-star reviews. So the property's only ever received, I think, 2 4.5-star reviews ever. So people love staying there. You can see like the average rental rates, it depends on the room. So the blue one is a Namaste suite and green is a spa suite. And so you can see spa suite average nightly rates. Now, this is the amount that we make after paying out Airbnb and after paying out, other providers, right? And so you'll see that the average is anywhere around $300, right? Whereas the Namaste suite is $150. Here's one almost $200. The funny thing is, Namaste suite is really nice, but again, just sort of under marketed, under advertised. So what I did was I went through and I did an ROI. And so here it is. So let me just blow this up a little bit. So here's your ROI. So say someone went in there and they bought the property for $1 million. They finished it. It's going to, like, someone could hire us to finish it. It would cost, somewhere between 400 and 600K if you want to talk about furnishings and all that kind of stuff. To finish a property, it ends up being 10 suites plus a 2-bedroom house. Okay. So there's 2-bedroom house, general suites. I'm just averaging it. This should be like the starting rate because 2 of the suites are pool suites. Like they have their own pools. Another suite has its own hot tub. And then the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms, are they don't have pools, but they're really cool rooms. Right. So say we just average them up here and somebody just tried even a little bit, it would be very, very easy to get these rates. Now, nights rented, like year 1, maybe 183, and then that'll climb, right? And then the 2-bedroom home, I'm guessing that might be around these rates, and nights rented might be more around here, right? So when you add all that up, when you do the math there, and I can send anybody that's really interested in this, I can send them the link to this rental history, and then this projection, right? And so, let's just see here. So we'll just do finished projection. Okay, pretty easy. So, and we have all of our expenses in here, everything. We have, it's very detailed, right? So anyway, this finished project would yield in 10 years $12 million, right? Year 1, $500,000. Year 2, 719, so on. $1 million in year 3. 1.1 in year 4. Whoever bought this property, they're paid back by year 2 or 3, right? Depending on how much money they put into it. So yeah, the ROI is super strong. Why we haven't touched on that before, I don't even know. I guess we can't all be as smart as Blake Harrington. So anyway, that's my takeaway. I hope this video is helpful for anybody that's interested in the property. Again, you can go to thecovetedgroup.com. You can just click on buy, right? And then you can go to the Oliver Cabo. Click on there. There's information here. It's listed with Kelly Underdahl. And, you can also just click this link here, somewhere around here. There's a link where you can click just right here and just send me your info. I'm happy to reach out to you. You can work with Kelly. You can work with me directly. Oh, another big thing. This property, for the right buyer, I am willing to do a short carry. So if someone wants to carry for like 2 years, maybe 3 years, something like that, if they want to put a down payment, significant down payment, maybe 45 or 50% down, I'm down to do owner carry as well. And you'll see a lot of things in this webpage. There's a whole walk around which I do around the 3D, the finished 3D. But keep in mind this isn't this. A lot of this building's already built, right? But this shows like what it would look like finished. But again, just there's everything. If you have questions, just reach out. Again, go there, fill out the form. Whatever. There's click on contact us on the Covenant Group. Whatever. There's a billion ways to reach me, right? And you can also reach out directly to the listing agent, which is Kelly. And if someone wants to talk to Blake Harrington, you can also reach out, and I'll connect you to Blake as well, or Google him, whatever. There's a billion ways, right? So you've got everything. I hope all this helps, and take care. Cheers.